Hey everyone! In my last VirtualBox tutorial, I got this great question in the comments. Is it possible to have the VM on an external drive, not to occupy too much space on the internal disk? And the answer is absolutely yes. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. If you're running low on internal storage, or you just want to keep your VMs portable so you can move them between different Macs, this tutorial is for you. I'll show you two different methods. This works on any Mac running VirtualBox, whether you're on an Intel Mac or Apple Silicon, M1, M2, M3. If you find this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more VirtualBox and Mac tutorials. Let's free up that internal storage. Here's what you need for this tutorial. An external drive, minimum 128 gigabytes for one VM. Recommended 512 gigabytes or 1 terabyte if you plan multiple VMs. Speed, SSD is highly recommended over HDD for performance. Connection, USB-C, Thunderbolt, or USB 3.0 minimum. Format requirements. Before we start, we need to format the external drive properly. First, connect your external SSD drive to your Mac. Open Spotlight by pressing Command and Space. Type Disk Utility and press Enter. In Disk Utility, look at the External section in the sidebar. You'll see your external drive listed there. Important, make sure to back up your external disk before formatting if it contains any important data. Click on your external drive to select it. Click the Erase button at the top. Now you need to choose the format. Format options. APFS, recommended for modern Macs, best performance on Mac OS. Mac OS Extended Journaled works fine for older Macs. exFAT, choose this if you want to use the drive on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Not recommended, NTFS. Mac can't write to it without third-party tools. Since I usually use my external disk on both my Windows laptop and Mac, I'll go with exFAT to give me maximum compatibility. Give your drive a clear name like VM Storage. This makes it easy to identify. Click Erase and wait for the formatting to complete. Once done, click Done and close Disk Utility. Perfect! Your external drive is now ready for VirtualBox VMs. Method 1. Move an existing VM to an external drive, VirtualBox on Mac. This method is probably what most of you want, moving a virtual machine, VM, that is currently stored on your Mac's internal drive to an external drive. The main benefit is that it frees up space on your Mac while still letting you use the VM normally. Open VirtualBox. Select your VM, then click Settings. Switch to Expert Mode, top right corner of the Settings window. Important: shut down the VM completely. Before moving anything, you must make sure the VM is fully powered off. Completely shut down the VM. Wait until the VM is 100% powered off. Do not use Save State. Save State keeps the VM in a suspended mode, like a computer in sleep mode. If you move the VM while it's suspended, VirtualBox may lose track of the machine state and the VM could become corrupted or fail to boot. Click on Media. You will see all the virtual hard disks linked to your VM. Select the disk you want to move. You can select multiple disks if you have several VMs. Click the Move button. Choose the new location. For the destination, select your external drive. Create a folder, example, VirtualBox VMs, to store your VMs. Click Save. VirtualBox will start moving the VM disks to the external drive. Be patient. It may take a while depending on your VM size. Virtual machines are often large, 10 gigabytes to 100 gigabytes plus. The move process copies and updates paths in VirtualBox, so interruptions, unplugging the drive, or shutting down the Mac can cause errors. Verify and use the VM. Open your external drive. You should find the VM files inside the folder you created. You can now power on your VM and everything should work normally. Method 2. Create new VM directly on external drive. If you're creating a brand new VM and want it on the external drive from the start, this method is even easier. In VirtualBox, click New or press Command+N. The Create Virtual Machine wizard opens. Enter your VM name, for example, Windows 11 or Ubuntu 22.04. Here's the key. Look at the folder field right below the name field. By default, it shows something like /users/yourname/VirtualBox VMs. This is your Mac's internal drive. We want to change this. Click the drop-down arrow, small triangle, next to the folder field. Select Other from the drop-down menu. A file browser window opens. In the sidebar, look for Locations and find your external drive. Navigate to your external drive. It should be listed under Locations, or you might see it as VM Storage or whatever you named it. If you haven't created a VirtualBox VMs folder yet, create one now. Click New Folder. Name it VirtualBox VMs. Click Create. Select the VirtualBox VMs folder you just created, or that already exists, then click Choose or Select. The folder field now shows your external drive path instead of the internal drive. You should see something like /volumes/VM-storage/VirtualBox VMs. Perfect. Now your new VM will be created directly on external storage. Now continue creating your VM exactly as you normally would. RAM, set the amount of memory. I recommend at least 4 GB for Windows, 2 GB for Linux. Processors, set CPU cores. 2 to 4 cores is good for most uses. Click Continue. Virtual hard disk. Size, choose how big you want it. 50 GB for Windows, 20 to 30 GB for Linux. Click Continue or Finish. VirtualBox creates your new VM. Perfect. Your new VM is created directly on external storage. No need to move anything. It's already where you want it. You can now install your operating system and use the VM normally. Now that you know how to do this, let me share some critical tips. The external drive must be connected. This is obvious but important. Your external drive must be plugged in whenever you want to use that VM. If you try to start a VM while the drive is disconnected, VirtualBox will show an error, could not find virtual hard disk, or medium not found. Don't panic, no data is lost. Just plug in the external drive and try starting the VM again. It will work fine. macOS will automatically mount the drive when you plug it in. Drive naming considerations. If you rename your external drive, VirtualBox might lose track of the VM. Here's why. VirtualBox stores the full path to your VM files. If the drive name changes, the path changes too. Best practice? Give your external drive a clear, permanent name like VM Storage. Don't change this name later. And there you have it, 2 complete methods for running VirtualBox VMs from an external drive on your Mac. This is especially useful if you have a MacBook with limited internal storage but want to run multiple operating systems. Now I want to hear from you. Which method will you use? Are you moving existing VMs or creating new ones? What external drive are you using? Drop your questions and experiences in the comments below. If this tutorial saved you from buying more internal storage or helped you organize your VMs better, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might need it. Subscribe to the channel for more VirtualBox tutorials, Mac tips, and virtualization guides. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and thanks to everyone who asked this question in the comments. Keep those questions coming. They inspire future tutorials. See you in the next video.